What's up everyone, my name is Pikachu Creeper and today I am reading some fan fiction. What kind? Spongebob fan fiction. I don't know exactly how long, I'm not going to check, but it's been a long time since I've done one of these types of videos and I thought, hey, I'm going to give it a shot. Because I've been wanting to do one of these again because I like reading fan fiction. It's stupid. So I don't know, I'm maybe going to read 2 or 3, I'm not exactly sure yet. But I am going to read them for the first time. I have not read these yet. I haven't even looked at them. So let's begin. The first one is SpongeBob Goes to the Store by Alex2256. What will happen when SpongeBob and Patrick go to the store with Squidward? It's rated Fiction T, which I don't know what that means. It was just another day in Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob was hanging out in his pineapple, and suddenly, Patrick walks into the room. SpongeBob! Patrick roared. What? He whimpered back. Squidward has gone to the store. Let us follow him, he complained. Okay, he said back solemnly. Squidward glanced around to see if SpongeBob and Patrick staring at him. What are you balloons doing? All of a sudden, Patrick fell on the ground. Oh, he screamed. Oh no, Patrick! SpongeBob yelled. Someone save Hi. He was cut off by Squidward's lips. They passed as Squidward's nose tickled his ear hole. Patrick, you're Alice. I sure am. Yupu, Eve, I'll heads. I's good a get you. This is hard to read because this person doesn't know how to spell. Squidward yelped. His foot got stuck in a can. Ha 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 ha. You stuck. Why you? But it was too late. They already gone. Click. Get you meddling kids. SpongeBob and Patrick high fives, even though they don't have hands on. And they cried in V-Toy. Like this if you cried every Tim. Follow and rate. Okay, look, I really don't think that I have a feeling whoever wrote this intentionally wrote it to be bad. Let's go to the next one. Okay, this one's a bit long, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another one after this, but I might. Okay, let's go. This one's called Hazel Eyes, Irony Heart by Vulan Kulas. SpongeBob holds many friends and family dear to his heart. Sandy is one of them. When her birthday comes around once more, this year he's determined to make sure she has the best one ever. Oh shit, this is about to be bad. Hey there, y'all. If you couldn't tell, life has kicked me around, and I'm looking out for what Hurricane Irma's up to. So this is recently. This is a cute little one short I thought of. So it can be spandy if you want it to be. If not, then this can also be a friendship fanfic. Have a good night, Mr. Krabs. I'll see you in the morning, SpongeBob replied to his boss. After he had quickly wiped down the last table for the night. What was unusual for the yellow square was that he actually was rushing to get finished, instead of taking his time to do a good job like he's well known to do. Whoa there, laddie. Where's the fire? The crab asked, once he looked at the table and saw the lackluster job his employee has done. He turned around once he heard the sponge walk back over him. After he had put the cleaning supply away, the younger male smiled guiltily, looking upon him with sadness. What's the matter, boy? You didn't do a good job tonight, and you're still suffering from phantom pains in your stomach. He blinked at SpongeBob, shook his head at him. I'm sorry, sir. I have to be somewhere tonight to pick up Sandy's birthday gift. I'll come in an hour earlier on Monday to redo these tables without pay for it, he replied, looking at the clock. Lucky for him, Harmony's Fashion Paradise, a new clothing store, had opened up last week. It didn't close for another hour, but he needed to find a gift, and clothes weren't his strong point. Mr. Krabs smirked at him, nudging him in his side. I guess for Sandy, eh? Finally going to ask the question, are ye? He laughed at the slack-jawed, wide-eyed expression that spread across the sponge's face. Along with the scarlet-hued blush rushing across his face. Mr. Krabs, for Neptune's sake, she doesn't like me in that way. What could I have possibly give her? I'm not smart like she is, or sports savvy aside from karate. He shuddered out, while his bald cut his laugh short. He gave the sponge a slight glare, and gave him a short answer. Well, you have a good heart. That's the main thing a decent woman wants, and both friends and potential boyfriends. Now off you go. Get that shopping done before I get any richer. He grinned and patted him on the back, the surprised Mel nodding at him before he made his way over to the time clock. About 10 minutes later, he made it into the store. He caught his breath and looked around before a female employee made her way over him. Well, hello there, young man. What can I do for you tonight? She asked, and he smiled at her. I'm looking for something that would be a good gift for a friend of mine. Her birthday's tomorrow, and I'm not good with clothing. If you can help me pick something out, that would be wonderful, ma'am, he replied to her, and she could help but grin at his manners. Such a polite young man. Most that came in here had an attitude, but that was much to be desired. I'll be happy to help. It's always a slow hour before closing, she sighed with relief. Glad to be doing other than putting things back in proper place. Waving him over, they made their way over to as many style clothing on display. Oh, this is a lovely outfit. It's dark pink and the pants are medium tan. The middle-aged fish, which her name tag read Vicky, had held the clothes out of Spongebob so he could get a better look. Not wanting to be rude, he fought this instead of saying out loud, "Good Neptunes, have mercy! Sandy wouldn't be caught dead in that shade of pink." He cleared his throat and smiled. Not to be rude, Miss Vicky, but she's not the pink-wearing type. She's more of a green or other color type. He explained why she put it away. She does wear a dress of occasion, but the lavender doesn't clash well with her brown fur. The fish wasn't sure what he meant by brown fur, but she wasn't going to ask. You said she wears green? Well, I do believe I found the perfect dress for her. She and Spongebob walked over to the dresses, wore a dark emerald dress with golden laces around the sleeves, and him caught the blue-eyed Sponge's attention. He let out a gasp at how beautiful the dress was, along with the fact it had a golden amber necklace to go along with it. He looked down and saw a pair of green dress shoes with a bit of a heel, which must be a part of the outfit. Oh wow, this is perfect, he beamed happily, knowing she was going to love this. The smile faded. However, when he saw how much everything was going to cost him, he checked his wallet and carefully counted how much cash he had saved up for the day. He had just enough for this, since he had bought the party games, the cake, and the ice cream last night, and once he bought this, he wouldn't have a penny to his name. But as far as he was concerned, Sandy was worth it and more. Quickly smiling again so Vicky wouldn't be alarmed, he looked her in the eyes and happily replied with, "This is what I am buying. Thank you for helping me." He picked up everything he needed, soon making his way to the cash register. Meow. Gary purred as SpongeBob made his way into the pineapple. So Sponge sighed with relief as he placed the box down onto the couch. He smiled at the snow and patted him on the shell. Hey there, Gary. SpongeBob ready to go to Sandy's tomorrow? We're going to have a blast! I know, I just know it. He giggled before he walked into the kitchen to fix dinner for him and his pet. He groaned and blushed at Gary's meow. For it was almost the question Mr. Krabs had asked. Gary, she's not my girlfriend. How are you and Snelly doing? He teased, smirking at the Gary's shocked expression. The two can play at that game. He couldn't wait for tomorrow, for the look on his friend's face when she looked upon her gift was going to be priceless. At exactly 6 in the morning, SpongeBob was carefully making his way towards the tree dome. With the fishbowl already on him so he could breathe, Gary had one too, although it was shaped differently and still served the same purpose. The sponge was humming happily. With the weather was perfect, and he had everything he needed to make her day special. He just needed to put the cake and the ice cream in the refrigerator and the freezer respectively, set the banner and the party games up, and then start cooking her breakfast. For what she had told him the other day, she would be out of her treehouse for about an hour due to running some errands. That was fine because by the time she got back, everything would be set up. Once he made his way, he was glad to know it was easy to unlock for him. Anyone else in it wouldn't open. And that made him feel warm and fuzzy inside, knowing that she trusted him enough not to mess anything up. Oh, wow. That is not smart Sandy. She never trusts SpongeBob. Alright, Gary. Let's get ready to rock and roll. He cheered his pet, the snail, nodding in agreement. Oh, Neptune, I hope I don't mess this up. Will she like what I bought her? Will she hate it and then throw it away? He fretted. If his hands weren't so full, he would have been wringing them as worry gnawed in the inside. He took a breath and struggled to calm down as he made his way inside Sandy's tree down, placing her wrapped gift on the dining room. A table along with other stuff. He placed the cake and the ice cream where they needed to be, and proceeded to put the banner along with the balloons and pin the tail on the seahorse game on the wall. Now that was taken care of, he turned towards the stove and eyed it carefully. He placed Gary down on the carpet and sighed as he stood up. You know, it's a good thing I'm careful with this stove, Care Bear. Otherwise, poor Sandy would be homeless. He cringed as he thought of doing that by accident, and he quickly shook his head and started to get to work. The food wasn't going to cook itself after all. After 35 minutes at the stove, SpongeBob beamed happily at the birthday breakfast he made for the best female friend. There was pancakes, all shaped like the state of Texas, scrambled eggs, scrambled egg, bacon, toast, milk, orange juice. My gosh, I can't read. And pretty much everything that the surface dwellers ate in Texas. Wow, I did such a good job. I'm so proud of myself, he giggled, placing everything on the table. He nearly jumped out of her skin at the sound of her voice. She must have made it home early than he thought. He hid the gift where she wouldn't find it just yet, and he turned around just in time to see her walk into the dining room. Her hazel eyes widened, oh my gosh, I can't say that word, widened in surprise. But a huge smile spread across her face as she looked upon the birthday-themed room. SpongeBob, you did this for me. She walked over to him and quickly hugged him. The male was smiling and hugging her back. The male, I'm just loving how they're using this. That's the best part about this entire thing. Of course I did. Anything for my dearest female friend. Like, look, I'm gonna say that like next time one of my friends that are also a female, like, it's like, oh, thank you for getting this for my birthday. Anything for my female friend. I'm sure you forgot about your own birthday, didn't you? He responded as he pulled back, crossing his arms and giving her an adorable glare. She laughed nervously, but she nodded. He shook his head, but he waved at her to sit down. Aside from that, I banned you from working today. Fun is on the menu today. Sandra cheeked. The squirrel jolted in surprise at not being called Sandy. In the ice cold seriousness in her friend's voice, she looked into his eyes to see a playful sparkle in them, but they also had a still bit to them as well. Gary slivered up to her. She picked him up and patted him on the shell before she placed him back down on the ground. Oh, I guess I can relax for the day. But please don't treat me like I'm an infant. I can get stuff for myself, she replied, crossing her arms and giving the sponge a glare of her own. He gulped at it and nodded. Yeah, I know not to treat you like a baby. Better eat your food before it gets cold. It tasted the best when it was freshly made. He stepped to the side and pulled a chair out for her, and the squirrel shook her head at how fast his mood changed. For heaven's sake, it changed faster than a hurricane, like Irma. Ha ha ha. Happy birthday, SpongeBob murmured to her after she sat down, and she couldn't help but smile. After she ate her fill, SpongeBob placed the wrapped gift down where her plate was at. She carefully tore off the wrapping paper, and thankfully she had finished swallowing her food when she had opened the box. Otherwise, she would have choked when she laid her eyes upon the outfit he had bought for her last night. Reaching out to touch it, she was stunned as the silky material met her fingers instead of cloth. Oh my gosh, SpongeBob, it's beautiful. She swallowed again, and so he wouldn't have to hear how choked up she was. Thank you. This is the best thing I've ever received. Tears of happiness filled the sponge's eyes. For seeing the radiant smile cross her face proved that his decision last night was a good one. Many hours later, the duo was in awe as they gazed upon the sunset. It's a shame a perfect day like this has to come to an end. SpongeBob sighed, looking Sandy in her hazel eyes. The green dress she was wearing made the color pop out more. I'm not redoing that, including the bit of green he could see in them. But don't worry, next Sunday you can jellyfish with Pat and I. Or we can all go to the movies. I hear Bikini Bottom Slayers is coming out next week. He hit a goat. For if she did want him to see the movie, he wouldn't get any sleep that night. Oh well, anything to make her happy. Oh shucks! Thanks, SpongeBob. At least Patrick won't be left out, she replied to him, patting him on his back. She let out a laugh as his eyes rolled onto the grass. Oops, I guess I was a little too rough. Sorry. He couldn't help but laugh himself after he had twisted them back into his sockets. It's okay. Pat is my best friend, but sometimes everyone needs a break. He looked guilty as he said that, but then he knew he was right. But I'm happy you enjoyed yourself today, Sandy. Nothing makes me happier than to see you relaxed instead of stressed out. His smile grew wider as she smiled back at him. You have a way with words, Mr. Squarepants. Are you sure you're not flirting with me? She teased, smirking at the blush roaring across his face. Her face turned the same shade, however, as a smirk spread across his own face. Who knows, Miss Cheeks? Maybe I am and you're enjoying it a bit too much. He couldn't help but burst out into laughter at the look at her face. Oh, I wish you could see the look on your face. It's priceless. He gasped out, wiping the tears from his eyes after he had calmed down. Instead of getting angry, she couldn't help but laugh along with him. Everyone needs to unwind and enjoy life. And he was so happy it could be with one he held close to his heart. Oh my gosh, that was way too long. Let me, my name. Okay. I'm leaving my name. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Pikachu Creeper. And that was amazing. Okay. There you go, post review. Haha. Look at me go. I'm posting reviews. Good job, Volan Kulas. Okay, so this video is just gonna be extra long. This one isn't like, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do this one more. This is just gonna be an extra long video. It'll probably come out like late Friday. Okay, so here's Patrick waking up. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and like do impressions for this one since it's like sizzled frizzy. What? Oh, yeah. Who are you? I'm the end. Oh my gosh, that took way too long. How long has it been recording? Well, 40 minutes. I'm really going to have to cut this down. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you'd like to, go ahead and press that like button. If I ever do another one, it will not be this long. I'll probably only do one or two. I shouldn't have done that second one. I might even cut it out completely. Thank you for watching. Share it to all your friends. Leave a like if you liked it. Comment your opinions on thought. My throat is hurting because of all this talking. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.